Hi folks, we're at the historic Charlestown Cemetery here in Charlestown, Pennsylvania. This actually was a cemetery that was associated with the Charlestown Presbyterian Church. The church is no longer here. It's long since been demolished and there's almost no signs of it at all. Now, the reason why we're here is, and the reason why it's historic, is this sort of coincides with two of my other previous videos, the Yellow Springs, the ruins at the Yellow Springs Hospital, which was a Revolutionary War hospital, and the hidden or the unknown graves of Valley Forge. Now I'm going to turn the camera around to show you something here. You can see here what the placard says. There is at least 200 soldiers here believed to be buried here in unmarked graves or maybe even a mass burial. Now many of these died, actually all of them died at the Valley Forge encampment, as you can see the sign says there, due to sickness. They didn't normally bury the soldiers nearby for the morale of the soldiers, so they moved them out. We're just about a couple miles from Valley Forge. They did move them out away from the encampment. You can see, we'll go over here. Many of these soldiers probably died at that Yellow Springs hospital. I'm going to put this on camera so you can just read it. There's a couple of notable people buried here. As you can see, it's a very early cemetery. I believe started in 1743. Mary Pritchard was the first one buried here in 1746, although there may be some more unmarked graves which preceded that. Now we'll go inside the cemetery here. This would be the tomb of Dr. Samuel Kennedy. He was the gentleman who started, or not started, but he actually headed up the surgeons at the Yellow Springs Hospital during the Revolutionary War. And this sort of coincides with the previous video I made about the ruins of the Yellow Springs Hospital. Now, if you did get a chance to read that sign, the cemetery, the church was started by John Rowland. Reverend Rowland actually was supposed to have preached right in front of a large oak tree, and you can see this is what remains of the oak tree now. Looks like just a stump. It's long since fallen down or cut down. Now we'll walk around here. We'll see. So you just take a look at some of these headstones here. You can see how early this cemetery is. What you see here is just rocks. Now there may have been some inscription. Probably not in this situation. All we have are just rocks here. See, these are all unmarked graves. We see something down here. You can get up close to that one. From my vantage point, it's hard for me to see any dates here.
1826.
1826, is that when he died?
I don't know. It says that near the top.
Okay. Well, that's actually relatively new compared to some of the other graves that we are having here. There's one there we might be able to read. Can you read that? It says, "Our sister." Yeah, see, the writing gets worn off on these older stones over time. It's hard to make out any dates. Maybe later on, after looking at the video, we can see a date.
I don't know if it says a date.
Yeah, probably does. At one time, it might have. But look at all the unmarked graves here. Look at all the stones. They're just stones marking graves. There's something there. Once again, it's very difficult to read anything on it. You can see the flags here. These were probably soldiers. These stones that you see here with the flags, Revolutionary War. We'll make our way down here. These are some early tombstones here. Let me get this one here. Yeah, it's hard to make out this writing. Can you make out any of that writing, Andy? I see a memory of something Todd, right?
I think L.H. something.
Okay. Who departed this life December 15th, 1810, right? Looks like 1810. Aged.
Either that or 1870.
Okay. Aged 3 years and 1 month. So just a child. This one here that's falling over. Definitely angle the camera onto that one.
That one's a 1700s.
1700. Yeah. Wow. And Grand Army of the Republic, you know what that means? This is a Civil War veteran here. Remember I mentioned that to you before? GAR. Walk along here. I do believe that the last gentleman in this area, the last survivor of the Revolutionary War, is buried here, although I don't remember his name. With this one here, this is a large one. Dennis Dempsey, the Revolutionary soldier of 76, died. This might be the one here. January 1st, 1825. This might have been the last Revolutionary War soldier here in the area to pass away. The remaining one. Look at the...
One of Keekwood's Delaware Blues.
I'm say again?
One of Keekwood's Delaware Blues.
Is that what that's... Where do you see that at?
Up there.
Is that what the plaque says? One of God's, it says, right? Yeah. What if that was a regiment that he was in? There's a Civil War veteran there. Again, this is right on Charlestown Road in Chester County, Pennsylvania. Another Civil War veteran there. It says age 26 years, so he might have died in the war, actually. Let's see, August 9th, 1860. Flag is kind of in the way there. I can't make it out. 1860 something. So he probably died in the Civil War. Here's another one here. Just JWD, another Civil War veteran. There's a lot of open ground here where you have to believe that there are more people buried. You see what happens? See the rocks over here? There's a few rocks here. That's a burial there. That's one there. And then one there, and you can see all the way up the line. Many times these rocks just either get disturbed, go missing, and then the graves remain unmarked. See, this whole area down here is all open, but I'm bet you anything that there's some burials down here. The church was northwest part of the cemetery. So I think that, I'm not really sure, it might have been over in that direction over there is where the church might have stood at one time. I forgot to mention also that Dr. Samuel Kennedy, when he passed, his estate paid for the wall that now surrounds the cemetery. As you can see, it's in disrepair and it needs to be repaired. I believe there's an initiative out there there are contracts there is put forward to repair this wall, and hopefully it'll be done soon, because you can see that section is relatively intact with one exception right up there. But down here, as you get down here, it's not at all. It's completely collapsed. But yeah, you have to wonder, all this open ground you see here, part of it was at one time the church, but you have to believe that there's a lot more people buried here than there are stones. You can see there's more headstones up there. Really no remnants at all of the foundation of the church. I thought we would see something where the church once stood. I see one lone stone over here. You have to think that's a burial. The stone over here, one by the tree over there, is probably over there.
No, it's
No,
that way.
it is this way. Okay, so we are right. We're right in the area where the church once stood. So those stones might have been part of the foundation, actually. Back right here in this corner. It's a beautiful area here. You see all farms back there. Yeah, there's flags that sort of surround, see here, all along the perimeter there. And there's more graves up here. All right, that'll do it for this video, folks. Just a quick little stop at the cemetery. I wanted to come to visit it because it did sort of coincide with the other two videos I made. Again, I'm going to put a link in the video. Click on that if you want to after you're done watching this video. You can see some history about Valley Forge and some history about the hospital over there in Yellow Springs. Folks, take care. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification. It will let you know when I upload another video. Folks, take care. Bye-bye.